I thought I'd have a change this morning, so I've just gone for drugs, coffee and squash. Good morning, proper good morning now. And I know I still haven't washed my hair. I've got, you know, Christine made lots of people like some scrunchies and things, and I've got my rainbow scrunchie. Have a look, there you go. I'm in a listing mood today, thank God, because today I planned to be a listing day. And I know some of the ladies are already up and ready and going like, yes, listing today as well. Like Tuesday seems to be the thing. It's like Monday, it's like, oh, post and sorting and stuff. And Tuesday it's like, right, knuckle down. So my aim for today is I want to list 20 auctions for eBay. And what dates will they be for? So they will go live on the 23rd and 24th. And then I'm going to aim for 5 Etsy listings. I haven't chose those bits yet for Etsy, but they will be silver. I'll probably show you later on, like when I've decided to sell. But I fancied doing weird and wonderful brooches today, so I'll show you some of them. So I've got some like handmade, like studio type ones that I think are really freaking cool. Like today I've just picked out things that I think are like awesome. So a couple of like brass and copper ones. They're a bit fab. Love them. And then I'm not sure if this is pewter. It's very heavy though. That's cool. Like shields and stuff. And then, okay, if we go in categories then, so we'll go with Celtic. Let's go with Celtic first. So this nice, is it Miracle? Possibly, I could possibly see Miracle, yeah, it's Miracle. But that one's lovely, it almost looks like a peacock, doesn't it, in this shape. That's lush. Some agate. Lovely Celtic knot, pewter one. Yeah. And then we go for some more art glass stuff. So we've got that one that I got from Hex Vintage, which I think is quite cool. My mum likes that one as well. And this one, which is like foiled dichroic glass in there. That's quite nice. And some 70s modernist. So I've got that one, 60s, 70s. I think that's fab. A bit of etched. I haven't tested this one for silver, I think. No, it's not going to be silver, that's stainless steel, isn't it? But that's cool, again in like this, I don't know, is it kind of Celtic? It's just like a really cool etched pattern on there, which I quite like. This is definitely some 70s modernist, with the mother of pearl abalone in there. And then this one again from Hex Vintage. That's very atomic, that one. We've got some mother of pearl bits. So this one's gorgeous. So this is mother of pearl, like carved mother of pearl with an abalone centre. That's beautiful. And then this one, which is again a mother of pearl centre. That's quite nice. And then just a random mix of stuff. A Pierre Beck's one, Pierre Beck's style, which is sort of like Art Nouveau, Art Deco inspired. These are really popular if you see those ones. This lovely like fire moon stone Art Nouveau style. Needs a little bit of a clean, but that's really super. Look at that stone in there. Beautiful. A nice reverse carved lucite one. Probably like 1940s, 50s. See, it's reverse carved and painted on the back. A probably Spanish or Italian, probably Spanish, micro mosaic bar. See tiny little bits of ceramic tile in there. Oh, made in Italy, so that's handy. It's Italian. This one, I'm not sure how to describe. It is quite old because of the clasp on it, and the clasp is drilled in rather than glued on. And it's got like little rivets, don't know if you can see there, and very, very simple C-clasp there. But it's wood and it's painted, so I don't know, 1930s maybe? Or, you know, it could be, oh, I don't know, very hard to say. And then I think this is kind of an arts and crafty style one. This is brass. My mum says it's Madonna's boobs, so that's nice. I think it looks more like an owl. It's an owl with like little butterfly surrounds. But I think that's quite arts and crafty. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure you will. Again, very simple clasp, and the pin comes out further than the brooch, which tells me it's quite early on. So that's what I'm going to be listing brooches wise. I'm actually kind of looking forward to doing them. Looking forward to getting all my keywords in like a bitch. Yay. And I think Mum's making jam today. So she is kindly making me some black and blue, which is blackcurrant and blueberry jam, made with this Verdimato, and this is ready jam sweetener. So this is like sugar, but this is made from erythritol, a gelling agent, which is agar, locust bean gum, lemon juice powder, citric acid, and a steviol made from stevia leaves. So this is quite keto friendly, but you would only have it in small amounts. So it's going to be 1 kilo of fruit to 1 pack of this, and that should make, I think she says it normally makes about 6 jars, but we'll see. And then in a jar, you say you've got like 20 servings, and you would literally only have 1 serving, so 1 spread of jam or 1 dollop of jam. And that works out, I think I worked it out on my phone yesterday, at about 2 grams of carbs per serving. But obviously it depends on the fruit that you use. Shut up! Shizima was locked out last night and she's been whinging about it ever since. Haven't you? You silly little bean. Yeah. Yeah, so it depends on the fruit and how ripe it is and everything, but roughly going by that. And you can't eat too much of it either, because it polyols, which means that your body doesn't absorb it, and you'll end up shitting it out. If you want to know more of what I mean, go on Amazon and look up the reviews for sugar-free gummy bears, and you'll see what I mean. Before I do any listings, photographs and drafting and stuff, I like to get my post done, like, out of the way. I had a flurry of sales this morning, literally like 3 sales in 3 minutes, and then while I was getting something from the garage, by the time I got back, I've had another offer on something else which I've accepted, so hopefully they're going to pay pretty quickly, because it's a nice £25 sale. So, things going out today. This little, it's an Oliver Bonas, very simple bracelet and necklace set. That's sterling silver, and that went for £16. This chocolate baroque babushka like stamp thing, you know, yeah, rubber stamp for like card making and stuff. This cost me £1 and it's gone for a tenner. However, it's from that job lot of stuff. I bought like 85 items, something like that. Paid £1 each for them, and I was in profit after the first like 4 or 5 sales. So I've got maybe about 15 items left from that. That's done me well, that little job lot. So yeah, that went for a tenner. This long necklace with like a couple of pendant hearts on it, that went for a tenner. This vintage animal print midi length skirt, I sent out an offer of £9 on that, which I've accepted. And then I just got sent an offer on this vintage bedspread. It smells vintage, but not, you know, like musty and awful. You know, it just smells like vintage material. Yeah. Not overly cupboardy or anything. I mean, I like the smell of vintage. I think that's nice, but you know, there we go. But yeah, I took an offer of 25 on that. That would have cost me about £2, something like that. So I'm gonna package these up and then I'll get ready to do listings. Drafts are done. Mum's in jam mode. This is what it looks like. So, oh my god, that does look beautiful. It looks like we've murdered someone and we've boiled down the bits. Ah, oh, nice. How is it?
Quite tart.
Oh, that is tart. Mmm. Are you not keen?
It's very
tart.
Tart. Mm.
Well, I like it. I like a tart jam though. What's happening now, Mother?
I am sterilising the lids.
And you gotta say, we're jamming.
Jamming, jamming.
I hope you like jamming too. That looks proper lush. I mean, a little bit like intestine, you know, mashed up. It's a good job we haven't killed anyone recently, isn't it?
Oh, suspicions would be raised.
Yeah. I mean, that's how come the garden grows so well, though, doesn't it?
Right. Blood, fish and bone, isn't it?
And people wonder where I get my sense of humour and darkness from. It's from jam! Yay! So 10 o'clock and listings are done. Well, the hello Shizuma again. The brooches are done, all photographed and sent, well, scheduled to go live. Jam is made. It's only made 3 pots, so I'll have to recalculate the thing. Apparently, when you make it with sugar, sugar is obviously the bulk of it, and this isn't sugar, this is sweetener, and sweetener is dissolved into it, if that makes sense. So it's only made half the amount, so I'll have to recalculate on the MyFitnessPal app what the serving things are, because I really want to make cheesecake and put that on top. I think that would be lush. So I'm having a coffee and a cigarette now. A little side note to that, if you have been doing the keto along with me and counting up like my calories and carbs and stuff, you might notice there's a difference between what I put on screen and what I put on screen at the end. It's because I don't let you know whenever I have a coffee. It's basically 1 gram of carbs per coffee, so I don't do them throughout the day. I just add them on at the end, if that makes sense. Because if I show you like 4 times a day I have a coffee, I know I show you once. Anyway, you know what I mean. Right. In a sec I'm going to sort out some things to list on Etsy, and then hopefully Shelley will be on by then as well and we'll watch her. Just sorted out 5 things which I'm going to list on Etsy. First is, I think this is Czechoslovakian filigree. So that's 95 silver with like a gold gilt on it. That's dead pretty. On a simple curb chain, which is also 95. And that's 5.43 grams. Some Kit Heath. So this is, this needs a little polish. But this is like a Macintosh style Kit Heath. You can see their pendant. And then a pair of hook earrings. All Kit Heath have like a stamp and the date on the back. Oh, so this is 02, so can't really list it on Etsy, but it's nearly vintage. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to bend the rules slightly, sorry Etsy. This Malcolm Gray, which I think is Scottish, just a simple box chain, but there is a following for Malcolm Gray. So, very simple chain, but I still list that because it's got a nice hallmark on it. This, I think, possibly citrine, Art Deco, I think, but lovely faceted pendant, absolutely gorgeous in this pale yellow. That is super, super pretty on a nice, is that Figaro? It's kind of like a Figaro style. I'll have to look that up, exactly what style of chain that is. But that's super lovely. And then the last thing is this big chunky bugger. This is Ling's Thailand Nyello. See, and it's got like the Siam, like Thai dancer on there, and it's stamped sterling silver on the back there as well. That's 11 grams of silver. So that's what I'm going to be listing on Etsy today. Some cool little bits. Just been watching Shelley, and while I was watching Shelley, I've drafted my bits on Etsy. It is 11:10. It's not lunchtime just yet, but I'm going to pop over the shop and I need to boil an egg. Exciting stuff. 20 to 12, nearly lunchtime, and I'm going to pack a few more orders that have come in the morning. This one, I've already packed it up because this is a sale from last week sometime, and they've only just paid for it, but it was a Monet necklace. It's like floral and it had like tiger print or leopard print in it, and that one went for £10.50. This came from my favourite Steve, Store 69, so this was one of the bangles that he sent me, so it's well worth the cake that I'm going to be sending him back, and this went for a tenner. And then meanwhile, over on Etsy, for the gorgeous, two of repeat buyers, so hello if you are watching, Kit Heath Macintosh style necklace. Isn't that lush? Absolutely love it. I love Kit Heath stuff. I think it's super pretty, really nice. So yeah, happy with those. And literally just like this sale come in just as I'd listed some Kit Heath on Etsy, so I wonder if like on Etsy there's like an algorithm like on eBay. Possibility, or just serendipity, who knows. Right, gonna pack these up and then it should just about be time for lunch. Okay, for yummy, slightly higher calories lunch today, I'm having some the last bit of the continental meat selection, some olives, halkidiki, some chili cheese, some fried manchego cheese, mayonnaise, and a soft boiled egg. Yum yum. It is such a nice day outside now, and it is boiling hot. So good. I'm having a gingerbread flavour coffee, and I'm getting some sun on these very pasty white legs. It's very nice. Work pretty much done, but I think I'm in the mood to carry on listing. I won't do auctions, I'm going to do some buy it nows on stuff. And again, I'll show you in a bit what I'm going to list. But meanwhile, I'm going to sit here and have a little swing in the sun. I feel sick now. Gonna have a little break in a minute. It's like 1:15 now. I know I've just had lunch and I'm gonna have another break, but that's because I've drafted all of these and because there's people online wanting to chat. Anyway, so things I have drafted. So little trinket box, these are all going to be like buy it now. I was just going to whack them on straight away. A little mini key ring, another little trinket box, a cute little hedgehog themed perfume bottle, a bunch of vintage football pin badges. So we've got Manchester United, Everton, Nottingham Forest in England, and then all of these scarf rings, because scarf rings are selling just a little bit more. I wouldn't say they've had a spike in sales, but I've definitely sold a couple more. So yeah, not bad. Hello, Mother. What are you making?
I'm making mini quiches.
Mini quiches. How did you make the pastry?
By opening the freezer door and finding what I had left from Christmas that I had frozen.
Waste
not, want not.
Is it just roll?
No.
What is it? You didn't make it.
Mummy's roll.
You made it?
Yes.
But even chefs use pre-made pastry.
Yeah, well, not all, but they do for frozen.
Like
puff pastry,
puff pastry,
but
yeah.
not for short crust.
Not for short crust.
And then leaving it rough like that, so that it can shrink in, but not fall inwards.
And look all bloody Jamie Oliver rustic type, isn't it?
No, I'll just trim it off afterwards when it's cooked.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Hey up. It's 4:30 and I've basically just been, you know, pottering this afternoon. I had my work done by like 1 o'clock and then went on for a chat and stuff. And I was just looking at like a little bit more silver to list. I thought, I was like, oh, I could do some listing of silver tomorrow, but I also fancy a mooch around town, so I'm also going to do that tomorrow, I think. Sorry, I keep showing boobs. And I really want to list this. And, you know, on first look, that's like, ooh, Southwestern style and, you know, Navajo. It's bloody made in Birmingham. Birmingham. It hasn't got full hallmarks. It just says 925 and then it's like P*M and then smaller 925P-M. And I've looked at the Birmingham Makers hallmarks and I can't find anything that looks like that, so that's bizarre, and it hasn't got a date letter on it either. So I'm just trying to find some stuff that is similar on Google, and no, and I'm also wondering what that stone is there. Now obviously like these are turquoise, and I'm wondering like, is that
Carnelian?
Carnelian, do you think?
It's
With turquoise? I know, exactly. Bizarre.
Well, it's semi-precious, so it might be carnelian.
I know, but you don't. Do you put carnelian with turquoise?
Why not?
No, it's lush anyway. It's proper heavy. It's like nearly 22 grams. It's a good chunk of silver. That it's absolutely gorgeous, but I just cannot find anything sort of similar to refer it to that's from Birmingham. I just thought it was weird that it was Birmingham, you know, when you think that that would be, you know, like Native American or something. Anyway, I might just I'll do a little bit more research and maybe I'll list that one tonight as well, maybe, or I'll just look at it a little bit longer, because look, it's proper, and look how chunky that is. If anyone has any ideas as to what that might be, let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Cheers. So, your quiches are done then, Mum?
Yep, they're done. Just need trimming.
They look alright though. Just a bit excited. Right, it's time to cook my tea. So, those sliced chicken breast, that's 125 grams. Just cooking it off in some butter and Cajun spices. To that I'm going to add, it's about 60 grams of close cut mushrooms. And what I'm making is a kind of taco wrap thing, because I'm going to use, well, what would it be called? Burrito, enchilada? Not quite sure. Anyways, I'm going to fill this with my chicken, my mushrooms, and some cheese. And then I'm going to fold it up, fry it off so it's like nice and crispy and the cheese is all melted. And then also add some lettuce, some hot sauce, some mozzarella, some guacamole, and some sour cream, and some kale on the side, obviously. Yeah, and those are Mum's quiches, and they smell absolutely lush. Well, here it is. Like chicken, mushroom, cheese, lettuce, guacamole, sour cream, bit of Frank's Red Hot sauce. I think that's everything. All in a Lodo base, folded over, and then, oh my god, this is massive. And then fried again in some of the leftover butter and juices. That is freaking lush. Time to draw me bath. And again this time we're gonna go for a good slug of the Fenjo. Wow. Honestly, it smells so nice. Like a Turkish bath. And then it'll be on with Radio 4. Shaving of the legs. I use palm olive for men. For my sensitive skin. And I might even light a couple of candles too. Like a punsy girly. Hello. Can't show you the plug bit because my reflection in the glass. And yes, I'm listening to a bit of Radio 4 in the bath. Okay, go away. Hello, I'm all clean and fresh and fluffy soft hair. Feels really nice. Yay. How's that? Yeah. I'm in an experimenting mood. I was looking at like cheesecakes earlier because I saw like my mum's made that lovely jam. Look at the label on it. It's got an owl on it. Black and blue jam because it's black currants and blueberries in it. So I was looking at cheesecakes and then it got onto like brownies and then like flapjacks and stuff. And I thought, oh, I could kind of fancy a flapjack, but I've got no idea really how to make it. I mean, I've made them before and it was okay, but I'm going to do a sort of weird flapjack. Made from ingredients that you probably don't have. Well, you certainly won't have this one. This is Keto granola, cocoa flavour by Keto Hana. And per 30 gram serving is, which is that much in that bowl. And trust me, that fills you up. It's 186 calories. And then it's 2.4 grams of carbs, but of which polyol is 2.3, so it's really about 2.2 grams-ish. And to that I'm going to add is 10 grams of butter and 20 grams of whole earth crunchy peanut butter. Now if you don't have Keto Hana, which you probably don't, it's basically made up of almonds, coconut, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, hazelnuts, erythritol, coconut oil and cocoa powder. So you could possibly make a kind of version of your own, or I know that Kirsten buys one from Sainsbury's, which pretty much looks like the same kind of thing. So maybe check that out. But I buy this online. I buy it by the kilo. I think it's like £20 for a kilo, and that'll be about, I don't know, 30 servings. I think something like that. Right, what I'm going to do is microwave my butter and my peanut butter together. Spoon for that, and then I'm going to add it into this with a little bit of chocolate heaven flavouring. Right, so I added it into my my Keto Hana. So I've mixed it all in, and then I've pushed it all down, and what I'm going to do is put this in the freezer, and hopefully in about 20 minutes, half an hour, I've got something that might be solid. I don't know, it could all crumble apart, like my life. Anyways, we'll see in half an hour, I suppose. Sometime later. Right, taking it out of the freezer. And I tried to get it out of the bowl in one piece and it just wouldn't, and then I tried to reshape it. I probably should have left it in a little bit longer, but I just couldn't wait. So I'm going to serve that up with, now I'm only putting it on the scales just to actually find out how much cream I'm putting it on. Zero it, come on. This is Azami's cream. Oh, well, that's 5, 8, 10 grams. So 10 grams of squirty cream there. Don't worry, she has got some. She's a happy kitten. And because I need to use it up, I'm putting on some Black Forest Gateau syrup. Just a little wee squeeze over the top. It probably doesn't need it, it's probably very sweet. And now we're going to give this a try and just see what it's like. That is super good. Really nice and peanut buttery and crispy and sweet. Hitting the spot. Hopefully won't give me any cravings for anything else sweet. But I think that's going to be me done for the day. I hope you've enjoyed. Come along with me on my journey today. Yay. By the way, I'm also a reseller, in case you didn't know. But I will catch you again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm obviously going to be the master reseller on Carla's channel, so check me out on there. And I will see you then. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.